Character in leadership is utterly fundamental. We find ourselves in difficult circumstances where decisions have to be made. We may find ourselves in situations where compromises may look attractive to keep the peace. But what we do know is that character will let you make the right decision. And it's the right decision is always the appropriate decision to do what is ethically and effectively correct at that particular moment in time. Sometimes it goes against the grain of the present leadership culture. It may go against popular opinion, but in the end, the leader has to do what's right for the organization and not what's always right for him. Leaders carry the DNA of vision. They are passionate, enthusiastic about the cause that they're actually called to lead and do. That generates some level of fuel, anticipation, expectation amongst the leadership group that they lead. Without that, you end up doing a job. There's no fun, there's no excitement, there's no purpose, and there's no driving passion to do what you believe is ultimately important, and that's based in vision passion. By nature, leadership is very strategic. And so when the vision is clear, you begin to build pathways so that the vision can actually be accomplished. You will be conscious of some of the areas that you will need to build. It may be personnel, it may be cash flow, it could be product development, it may be marketing. But the leader will be strategic in building those building blocks into the vision so that the vision becomes a reality. Focus is always a challenge for leadership because there's so many things demanded of you. Sometimes staff, sometimes current market positions, sometimes problems within the business. To keep ultimately focused is key for achieving the purpose why the business was created. And to stay focused, you have to keep your head in the game, but your head above water. Persuasiveness is an art that can be grown and developed. It's absolutely critical that the leader finds persuasive methodology that is actually helpful for the team. He has to be conscious that he could manipulate, which then that goes beyond the area of persuasiveness. Persuasiveness means the organization benefits, but also the individual will gain and grow as a result of the persuasiveness of the leader. Likability is a great characteristic and armor to have in the store of leadership. I heard someone say one time, we can gain more attraction by sugar than we can by vinegar. And so there are times when we have to make difficult decisions. We're not trying to be the populist, but to learn people skills where people enjoy working with us, enjoy our culture and the atmosphere. Likability is going to help us go much further than just pure endurance. Decisions is the basic part of a leader's life. If you can't make decisions, then probably you're not fitted to that leadership role. Sometimes decision making involves a process, sometimes it's spontaneous, but you are better to make a decision than to make no decision. To make no decision is no decision, and that doesn't help you or the organization. Make the decision. If it's an incorrect decision, you can always correct it. Team builders is critical to building the organization. I loved what a prominent leader said one time: all good teams are built with these component parts. There are people who are competent, there are people with character, and there are people who connect to the team. You need all three components to have an effective team. People with competence, people who actually fit into the team, and people who can work together. Those things help to build a team. Leaders are learners. That is absolutely fundamental. The game that we're in, the role that we play, is one of constant change in landscape. What we learned 2 or 3 years ago is not going to probably help us in the next 2 or 3 years. And so for you to be an effective leader, you have to be committed to lifelong leadership. Discover your leadership mode, whether it's listening, looking, dialoguing, reading, but you have to find how you best learn. Leaders love to get things done. They love to have some chalk on the board. They love to have some notches on their belt. And as a leader, you will be goal focused, but you will be result focused. You will want things in the bag. And so whether it's annual targets, whether it's business growth, whether it's greater bottom line, you can be conscious that as a leader, you will be results orientated.